You all have studied about notice writing. So do you know how to get full marks in notice writing? Follow the steps. First, today we are going to discuss about notice writing, which is an important part of writing portion, where we don't need to write a lot, because here we just need to write the specific format and specific thing. The rest of the part, the emotions, the expressions, the phrases are not actually required here. Okay, so what is the main steps before writing a notice? That is the format, the main body, and some special phrases and expressions. So in format we can easily copy the format that I am going to describe here, and in the main body you have to write about very specific manner and very to the point, and in some special phrases and expression you have to use to write a notice that you always see in your locality or in your school. Okay, so what are the types of notice that you will face in your examination? Okay, the types are actually, you are the secretary of your school student council, it will be your designation, and here you have to write some topics about the students, about your school, and there you can write this like this. So what are those topics? As a student council member you have to write the topics like your school is going to arrange some function, annual function, sports, annual sports, carnival, magazine publishing. So those type of activities are going to happen with your school, then you have to write those. Okay, second thing is to help any teacher or any student in their crisis, in medical issues, in financial problems like this. And again another one is school is going to hold some relief activity like landslide, earthquake happened and your school is going for some relief activity, so you have to write notice for the donation from the students. Okay, so those are the topics mainly that we are going to cover in your according to the syllabus. So what are the topic? They are like this. And the second thing that are not at all related to your syllabus, to actually it is not, as a school student council member you have to write it, you have to write it as a club president, secretary, or the member of the local club of your locality. So what you have to write, the problem like local issues like pollution, sudden crisis, security issues, missing of some item from the locality, then you have to write the notice for the inhabitants of your locality. So for that reason you have to follow the steps that I am going to describe here. So what are the steps? First thing I had said that the format, if you can follow the format you will get the full marks. If you can follow the format very easily, if your language is not so much complex, then you can easily get the full marks. And remember, the notice should not exceed 50 words. Okay, and also you have to remember that you should not use any complex language, because this the notice you are writing for all the students or you are writing for all the residents, so you have to write it in such a way that it should not exceed the word limit, as well as it should not use some complex language also. So what are the format? The format is only one format. What is the format? The format is, first of all you have to mention the name of the authority, school, college, or club, whatever it may be. You have to mention the name of the authority. Authority name is the most important, because otherwise no one can understand that who is issuing that. After that you have to write that it is the notice, so for that reason you have to write notice here. Then second thing is the date of publishing, in which day you are going to publish, you are going to posting that notice. Second thing, and the third thing is title of the notice. Title of the notice is the most important part, which you can easily copy from your question, so you do not need to be so much worried about the title. Then the next thing is body of the notice. Body of the notice is very simple. You have to write something that already given in your question. That means the date, in which date it is going to organize, what program is going to organize, and the second thing that is coming in your picture, that is the main body, that what are the attraction, what are the things that are going to happen under that occasion or under that program. So you have to write that, and after, at the end of the day, in the body you have to write that who are going to participate, so you have to write that. And again you have to write the authorized signature, that is your signature, and your name and designation. So that's all about the format of the notice. If you can follow the format easily, you will get the full marks, because format carries a lot of marks. Mainly 3 to 4 marks is given in the notice, so format carries 2 marks. uh, more or less. So you have to write it in this format only. Okay, and we are going to discuss a sample notice here. Your school has planned an excursion to Darjeeling during the autumn holidays. Write a notice in not more than 50 words for your school notice board, giving detailed information and inviting the names of the willing student. Sign as head of boy girl XYZ school. I am giving here XYZ school. You can give as per the question. Kolkata. So what you have to write here is that your school has planned an excursion to the Darjeeling. Through this line, you are actually getting the sense of the name of the notice. Okay, so first thing we have completed, that is the name of the notice. What is the name of the notice? The excursion to Darjeeling. Second thing is when, during the autumn holidays. You have to remember which term we are calling autumn. So it may be September, October, like this. So you can give date according to yourself in those months. Okay, the second thing we got. Okay, so we are going to write the notes. So first thing is who are the authorities of this notice. So in this case your school is the authority, so you have to write the name of the school. Then next thing is notice, that means everyone can understand that it is a notice for them. Then after all you have to write that in which date you are going to publish. After that the name of the notice, that you can already take from the question. So that is the excursion to Darjeeling. After that we are going to write the notice, and it is very easy. You can understand that what we are going to write here. Our school has planned a 4-day excursion to Darjeeling hill station during the autumn break from 4th to 8th October. It is actually a thing that you can copy from your question. Okay, so this is the introduction. This is the main part. Activities such as trekking, nature walks, visiting some historical places are the highlights of the trip. So this you have to write. And the next thing is the total cost of the trip. That is very important. You have to write it for the students. That is 4,000 per students. Then the next thing, so the student desires to join the trip may give their name along with money and a consent letter from their parents to the undersigned latest by 1st October. And your name, I am giving here ABC. You will give your name, head of boy or girl, and in which class you are studying. So this is the simple format. First thing is the introduction that we will get from your question. Second thing, you have to write something about the whole journey process, and the last thing is that who are going to join, you have to tell them. So that's all about the notice writing. If you can follow those steps, you can easily get the full marks and you can easily score very well in this type of notice, because this is a short answer type question, so it is required to get the full marks. Okay, so if you can follow the notice format and if you can follow this type of language, what are the special phrases or expression, that is our school has going to planned, or our school is going to plan, or our school has planned, or like all the members are hereby notified, all the students are hereby notified, those are the formats of the notice. If you can follow this format, those, if you can follow the phrase, you can easily, without using any complex language, you can easily get the full marks. So that's all about it. If you like the video, please subscribe.